I'm here with local football prospect Shawn Clark, turned D1 student athlete, now playing his junior year at Monmouth University, who's just been ranked in the top 25 in D1 football. Coming off a game where he just scored his first touchdown, Shawn Clark. All right, hey Shawn, how's it going?
Hey Troy, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for coming in for the interview, or calling in rather. So obviously your program has experienced some success. Monmouth Hawks football, 7-1 overall record, first in the Big South. What's been different about this season that you're experiencing so much success?
Coming into this season, we had a completely different mindset and how we're going to attack this season. One game at a time, one day at a time. And our coach, he at the beginning of the season, he had this motto that we're going to set one brick at a time. All the guys, our team we really bought into that this year, and we try and win every day, go 1-0 every day, and I think that's a big part of our success this season.
Yeah, so putting work in the off-season has been a huge asset to the team and you yourself. Obviously, your football career didn't start just this off-season. You've been preparing for this your whole life. You've been playing football since a young age. You played your high school football at Potsdam, where you played a little quarterback, a little wide receiver. Then you went to a prep school at Cushing Academy, where you made the transition over to tight end, playing a little receiver there as well, and then switching into quarterback there. Eventually, you made your way over to Monmouth, where you transitioned into a full-time tight end. Now you're a real D1 college athlete. You've accomplished the dream of achieving that status. What goes into the work that people don't see, being the student part of a student athlete?
Trying to balance practice with classes and getting your work done. At Monmouth here, they do a really good job, helping you guys out and, getting a good schedule together. And we have mandatory study hall hours every week. And, just another part of it is just, having to be self-disciplined, you have to grow up a little bit. And at some point you just got to, take your study seriously as well, because as you said, it is a student athlete, student comes first, so.
Yeah, that's very true. And being a student is a full-time job. You put work in for classes, you put work in for studying for tests, group projects, when you're trying to balance practice hours and studying. So before you even came over, you probably went around and scouted different programs. Monmouth, when you first came there, your first year was their first year in the Big South. But where have they gone, and where have they improved since you've been there and since you've spent your time at Monmouth?
Just the way we approach, just everyday practice, film and lifting, and, the way our coaches do drills and run practice. Everything just changed. You transition from the NEC conference, which is, not quite as strong as the Big South, which is the third best conference in the country right now.
Now, Monmouth is boasting right now a 7-1 record, but you guys are actually 2-0 against Big South teams. And then even farther, you have a 3-0 record at your new stadium. Now, all of this put together landed you, for the first time in program history, a spot in the top 25 for rankings. You landed at 24. Now, what does that mean to the program? Is there a different, confidence that you guys have going into the game this weekend against Gardner-Webb?
Honestly, it's awesome. It just shows, how far our program has come, and, the testament to, all the coaches and the players who have just been working so hard, to get to where we are now. And I definitely think it's a motivational thing. It's awesome to be nationally ranked, in top 25.
I bet.
And I definitely think that is, it's a little bit of an edge.
Yeah,
but,
I'm sure the team is buying into it.
We approach the game, the same as we would any other week. So.
Mm-hmm. Now, the competition next week, going into your game on Saturday against Gardner-Webb, you're playing a team that right now boasts a record opposite of yours. They are right now 1-7, but obviously you never want to underestimate a team. I'm sure this game might mean a little bit more to you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you got your first start last season against Gardner-Webb.
Yeah, that's correct.
So coming into this game, not that expectations are high, but obviously, it's coming full circle now, and you're seeing, you're meeting a team again that obviously the coaches trusted you. You've come a long way, but you still got a whole nother season to build. Can you see yourself, keep building in the next offseason and improving? Have you been improving a lot more with the college training regimen and weight plan? And, what have you seen from yourself since you got into the D1 program?
I was just honestly just a complete 360 to where I was, coming out of high school, coming out of Potsdam and Christian Academy. My body has I'm finally developing. The strength and conditioning coaches here, they're great.
Yeah, college level
really
coaches make a difference.
Oh, absolutely. They push you, to your hardest. I definitely have seen my game grow a lot, from getting in and watching film every single day. And
of course.
Like I said, just working out on a daily basis all year long, I definitely have seen my game improve.
And I'm sure that when you notice a change in yourself and an improvement in yourself, it motivates you to train even harder and get even better. Now, Shawn, you've been training since high school. You were training to get into the D1 program. And now that you're finally here, you're in a program that has had some NFL prospects. Most recently, Chris Hogan from the Patriots came from Monmouth, played lacrosse, actually. And then even earlier than that, Miles Austin, a great receiver for the Cowboys, came out of Monmouth as well. So there is some success with the program. Now, obviously, you want to set the bar high. You still have another season to accumulate some stats. But let's say you accomplish everything that you could possibly imagine, and you experience some success at the professional level. Would you consider coming back and maybe doing some camps like I know Brian Leonard has done in Potsdam and kind of encourage the youth around your local community where you came from to, go to the next level and try to convince them that they could do it as well?
Oh, absolutely. Home is everything to me. And, I take pride in where I come from and, the St. Lawrence and, just the 3-on-5, that means a lot to me. And, I've always, since I've been on this journey, it's something that I've always wanted to do is just, show kids from back home that, you can really do anything you set your mind to. Like if you have a dream or a goal, chase that, work as hard as you possibly can to, achieve those goals and dreams. And I would love nothing more than to be able to give back, to the community, to where I grew up. And that's something that means a lot to me.
Well, Shawn, I'm sure that after everyone's listening to this and they know now that you're experiencing some success at this D1 college program, I'm sure that there's probably kids out there listening now that are on the varsity team, on the JV team in Potsdam where you went to school and in schools neighboring Potsdam that see that there is a chance for them no matter what level program they come from. And I hope that, getting this interview out lets people know that, you're there as a mentor in the future and you obviously want to help your local community.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Is there anybody you'd like to thank for your success and who's really helped you along the way?
Absolutely. My family, my mother, who's, really pushed me. She's always believed in me. She's given everything for me to be able to get to me to where I am today, as well as my father and, the rest of my family and friends that have always believed in me. So I just want to say thank you to all you guys because, that means the world to me. And that's what keeps motivating me. So thank you.
Yeah, obviously you couldn't get there alone. It requires a strong supporting cast, a lot of people in your corner who believe in you and push you through the hard times and obviously some struggles that you might have to encounter getting to the next level and experiencing more and more success. So thank you, Shawn, for staying here and interviewing with me today. It's been great, and I wish you all the success in your future going through this season and next.
I appreciate that, so thank you very much.